Imagine this. You constantly find yourself saying yes to requests, even when you're already stretched thin. You feel obligated to share personal information, even if it makes you uncomfortable. You prioritize others' needs above your own, leaving you feeling depleted and resentful. Sound familiar? This is a common experience for many of us, often stemming from a lack of healthy boundaries. We may have been taught that putting ourselves first is selfish or that saying no is rude. However, neglecting our own needs and limits can have detrimental effects on our well-being and our relationships. It's time to rewrite the narrative. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It's an act of self-care and an essential ingredient for healthy, fulfilling relationships. Think of boundaries as invisible lines that define where you end and others begin. They are guidelines that dictate what you're comfortable with and what you're not, physically, emotionally, and mentally. These boundaries act as protective shields, safeguarding your emotional energy, time, and values. By setting clear boundaries, we communicate our limits and expectations to others, fostering respect and understanding. This clarity allows us to engage in relationships from a place of authenticity and strength, knowing that our needs are valued and respected. What exactly are boundaries? They are the limits and rules we set for ourselves in relationships. They define what we will accept and what we won't. Boundaries are not about controlling others. They are about taking care of ourselves. There are different types of boundaries. Physical boundaries relate to our personal space, touch, and privacy. Emotional boundaries protect our feelings, thoughts, and values. Mental boundaries guard our time, energy, and attention. Understanding these different types is crucial for setting effective boundaries. For example, a physical boundary might be saying no to unwanted physical touch. An emotional boundary could be refusing to engage in gossip or negativity. A mental boundary might involve setting aside time for yourself each day, free from distractions. Having clear boundaries is essential for healthy relationships. They help us feel safe, respected, and understood. When we communicate our boundaries effectively, we invite others to treat us with the same respect. Why are boundaries so important? They are the cornerstones of healthy relationships, fostering mutual respect, open communication, and emotional well-being. When we set clear boundaries, we are essentially saying, "I value myself and my needs." This act of self-respect ripples outward, encouraging others to treat us with the same consideration. Boundaries prevent resentment from building up by ensuring that our needs are not constantly being overlooked. They allow us to show up in our relationships as our authentic selves, without feeling pressured to compromise our values or well-being. Moreover, boundaries are crucial for protecting our mental health. Constantly overextending ourselves or allowing others to disrespect our limits can lead to burnout, anxiety, and resentment. By setting boundaries, we create a safe space for ourselves where we can recharge, prioritize our needs, and cultivate inner peace. Furthermore, boundaries foster healthier communication. When we are clear about our limits, we can communicate our needs more effectively and avoid misunderstandings. This clarity allows for more open and honest conversations, strengthening the foundation of our relationships. Identifying your personal boundaries is a journey of self-discovery. It requires tuning into your emotions, reflecting on past experiences, and understanding your values and priorities. Start by paying attention to how you feel in certain situations. Do you feel drained after spending time with a particular person? Do you feel resentful when someone constantly asks for favors? These emotional cues can be valuable indicators of where you need to set stronger boundaries. Reflect on past experiences where you felt disrespected, unheard, or taken advantage of. What were the circumstances? How did you react? These reflections can offer valuable insights into your boundary needs. Consider your priorities and values. What is truly important to you? What are you willing to compromise on? And what are your non-negotiables? Understanding your core values will guide you in setting boundaries that align with your authentic self. Evaluate your relationships. Are they reciprocal? Do you feel comfortable expressing your needs and boundaries? Are your boundaries respected? Honestly, assessing your relationships can illuminate areas where you may need to establish firmer boundaries.